Clip on Fair and Balanced. Title: Bondi, Department of Justice tells judge they will not comply with court order. Let's have a listen. Plays for just under 10 minutes.
So last week, the judge overseeing Letitia James' political prosecution at the hands of Pam Bondi and Lindsay Halligan, the judge sided with James and said, all right, DOJ, you got to do us a favor. She's filed this motion to dismiss based on this being a politically motivated case. So we're going to need you, as part of routine discovery, to hand over all of the information related to Lindsay Halligan's potentially not legal appointment as U.S. attorney, and of course, her dealings with the grand jury, because, she was only in that office for like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, before she filed the indictment. Like, we're going to need a little bit of that to make sure this isn't politically motivated. And Pam Bondi's DOJ finally responded to the judge this week and said, all right, Judge, we see your demand that we turn all this over. We're being ordered by the court to do this. We get it. But no, we're just not going to do it. I'll explain what that means for the future of the case in just a second. But first, a quick word from today's video sponsor.
Not interested in the video sponsor. This is completely insane. It is. It's completely insane. I don't know what's happening to this.
See,
he's still pitching it, whatever he's pitching.
gathering the world's news in one place.
He's still pitching. That's a long sponsor deal he's got going, I'll tell you. Sorry, folks. I can't fast forward it because I don't know where it's going to go next. We got to finish, let him blab about whatever he's pushing. That's crazy. This has got to affect his followers. I mean, they're not going to want to.
Many things in life that we can say no to. Many things in life that we should say no to. However, a ruling from a judge is not something that anyone, anywhere, at any time has the ability to say no to. I mean, after all, if that were the case, nobody would be in prison, right? I mean, the judge would be like, I sentence you to this, and the defendant would be like, no, I'm not going to do it, Judge. I appreciate your honesty, but prison's not for me. I'm going to get out of here. Okay, it's lunchtime. But that is exactly what Pam Bondi's Department of Justice did. The judge said, I order you to turn over this material as part of discovery. And Bondi's DOJ is like, no, we don't wanna. In fact, in all fairness, I will read you part of the response that Bondi's DOJ submitted to the court. The government provides notice of its intent not to provide vindictive selective prosecution-related discovery prior to defendant's motion because the law does not allow a defendant to have discovery on the government's prosecutorial decisions until the defendant overcomes a significant barrier by advancing objective evidence tending to show the existence of prosecutorial misconduct. she did. I mean, we've all seen the evidence of prosecutorial misconduct, right? It was on Truth Social. As far as I know, it's still there. It was made public. That is prosecutorial misconduct. You were ordered by Donald Trump to go after these people. So you put in a U.S. attorney, Lindsay Halligan. Halligan immediately did exactly what Trump did in the order Trump said to do it. I don't know what more evidence you need, Pam, but there it is sitting there on his Truth Social page. It was all over the media. Everybody's got screenshots. Hell, I've got it saved on my laptop. Eat it. So, there's a rigorous, they're not allowed. If the judge orders it, guess what? It's allowed. That's kind of how that works, right? It's the judge's job to interpret, right? I mean, that's how that works. They're the judge of what is and is not. So you, Pam Bondi, do not get to tell a judge, no, you're wrong on the law. I'm going to go with the judge on this one and assume that the judge knows a hell of a lot more about literally everything than you do, Pam. So here is my prediction at this point. Obviously, we've got this motion to dismiss based on it being a political prosecution. We also, by the way, have the evidence that the thing she's being indicted for, getting a mortgage, then renting out the property, is literally in the document, the mortgage document, saying you can do this. So the thing she was indicted for in the first place is not even a crime, because the bank was like, no, she can do this. It's in the document. So you indicted her for something that's not even criminal. Lindsay Halligan issued the indictment after being instructed to do so by Donald Trump. All the evidence is there on Letitia James's side to prove this is a political persecution. And of course, with Pam Bondi's DOJ refusing to comply with the court orders, one of two things I believe will happen now. First, the judge could say, okay, if you're not going to turn it over, I'm going to sanction you. Now, we can't do criminal contempt, of course, because Trump will just pardon them. But what they can do is civil contempt. Civil contempt means that that judge could actually freeze the assets of every prosecutor involved, from Pam Bondi to Lindsay Halligan, saying, okay, cool, have fun trying to use your debit card. Yeah, good luck paying your mortgage, because I'm freezing your damn assets. The judge does, in fact, have the authority to do that, and honestly, hope the judge does it. But I also hope the judge does the second thing, too, because at this juncture, the judge could easily just say, okay, look, if you're not going to comply, if you're not going to turn over the documents to prove it's not a political prosecution, I have no choice but to rule it a political prosecution, case dismissed. I believe that's the one that's going to happen, and I think it's going to happen a hell of a lot faster than anybody thinks. Hey!
So, what do you think, huh? Well, Trump's not going to comply with the Supreme Court if they rule against his tariffs. He's a rogue president. Absolutely worst we've ever had. I thought Obama was bad. This guy's a nightmare. Obama was a nightmare as well. Remember Obamacare? Pile of crap. I'll attach the link. Let me know what you think. You know what Foreign Balance thinks. And you sure as hell know what I think, don't you?